Today I want to do a quick tour of my world, but rather than look at all the builds I've done, I want to do a little tour of all the crafting tables I've ever placed in this world. So let's see if we can find them. Let's get ready and let's start. Starting at spawn, we have this one. Piglin Farm, Flying Ship 2, Super Smelter, Lake and Farm, Moss Farm, Random House 1, Random House 2, Random House 3, Random House 4, same random house, a bar, candy shop, same crafting table, but in the bakery, restaurant, tables, unfinished farm building, and that's my head. Crafts House 1, Crafts House 2, Craft House 3, Craft House 4, Craft House 5, Random Wheelbarrow. I don't even know why there's a crafting table here. Starter Base 1, Starter Base 2, Starter Base 3, Starter Base 4, Starter Base 5, Starter Base 6, Starter Base 7, The Crither, Mega Base 1, Mega Base 2, Mega Base 3, Mega Base 4, Mega Base 5, Mega Base 6, Mega Base 7, Mega Base 8, Mega Base 9, Mega Base 10, Mega Base 11, 12, and 13, Mega Base 14, Sleeping, Mega Base 15, Mega Base 17 and 18, Mega Base 19, I think, Mega Base 20, Tommy House 1, Tommy House 2, Tower 1, Christmas Island 1, Christmas Island 2, Christmas Island 3, Christmas Island 4, Christmas Island 5, Christmas Island 6, Christmas Island 7, Christmas Island 8, Santa Sleigh, Lunar City 1, Lunar City 2, Door and Door, Tree Farm 1, Battle Arena 1, Chris's Coliseum 1, Coordinates? What? Chris's Coliseum 2, Ice Farm that I never go to anymore because it's so far away 1, Raid Farm that I never use anymore because it's broken. Sad. Sleeping. How am I supposed to find a crafting table in here? There's literally no way for there not to be any crafting table around here. Crafting table number 21 in my mega base because I forgot about this area completely. And that's basically every single crafting table that I've ever placed in my world up to this point, I think. So hopefully you all enjoyed the longest segment of this intro I've ever done before. It's 26 minutes long and I have to go ahead and edit this now. Wish me luck. Hey, what is up y'all? Welcome back to episode 62 of From Bedrock to Java. Now, this episode should be coming out the weekend of Christmas. So hopefully y'all had some either, a good Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays to all of y'all. And if none of that applies to y'all, then hope y'all had a really good day every day this week, This week should be a day that y'all can have something good happen and yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. But anyways, in today's episode, I want to go ahead and finish up what we've been working on in the past couple episodes, and that entails finishing up this race. So we're gonna, of course, have to build up a little bit of a bridge to have as a starting line. We're gonna have to build up some sort of mechanism to go underneath the bridge so that we have like a start and end thing, I suppose. I don't know, I'll figure that out later. And I guess we might get started on some of the decorating around this race, as well as including some of the, I guess, speed boosts like blue ice around the track, maybe some sand pits if I decide that's necessary, and maybe even starting a little bit of the mountain that's going to go right about here. This is a massive project, so it's definitely not going to be finished this episode. However, I do want to play with some of my friends, so maybe we'll host a little bit of a race at some point in this episode. And yeah, hopefully y'all will enjoy today's episode, and I'm ready for the new year. It's about to be 2026 real soon. Oh goodness, I'm getting old. So we're going to have to come up with something for that too in the week after. It's fine. We got this, right, Polar Bear? Anyways, let's go ahead and get into today's episode. Haha! As you can tell, I am also completely dressed up and I'm ready for the holiday. I just had to eat that carrot, just gotta show off the fact that I like to eat what the reindeer eat. They eat these golden carrots. Oh wait, no, these ones eat cactus. That's fine. Both of those are pretty Christmassy, right? Yeah. Alright, so I haven't really done much in the past couple days because I've just been so busy. However, I have done a little bit of stuff just to, get things done as I can. One of the things I saw in one of Etho's episodes recently is a quick way to get items that you use quite frequently, and that is to use shelves, because shelves you can, place items inside of a hopper. Let me just show y'all real quick. If you place items inside of a chest or a barrel, like so, and then have a hopper lead into the shelf itself, you can actually go ahead and come over here, and let's say you want some fireworks. Right click, you get a full stack, and this thing starts reloading. As you can see in the top part of my screen, that firework count is going up. So eventually that will lead up to 3 stacks of fireworks in there yet again, and it's just a really quick way to get what I need and go, rather than, run along trying to find in a chest, go downstairs, get some golden carrots, find some ender pearls. It's all right here. This slot right here will eventually be for like wind charges or something, because I think wind charges are going to be a really cool thing to have. However, I don't have many wind charges just yet because I need to build myself a trial chamber farm, but I have been too lazy to do that. So at some point in the future, I'll eventually have a bunch of wind charges. And when that day comes, I'm going to be so happy because wind charges are going to be my new personality for so long. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, so one of the first things we need to do to finish this ice race is to actually create a a starting and ending point. And that starting and ending point will be this bridge right here. And as you may notice, we currently don't exactly have much of a bridge. However, we do have at least some of the base outlines, I guess, of a bridge. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. So I was debating between a gray kind of build with some stone and cobblestone and all that kind of stuff. However, I think a brown bridge using bricks, granite, and mud, I think would look better. I think it just fits better with that up there. It just kind of matches the similar tone, and I think brown brings a warmer kind of vibe to it, unlike stone, which is colder. And you know, sure, this is the supposed to be the North Pole. However, by bringing a little bit of warmth, we can show that there are people living here, and I think that is ideal. So let me go ahead and try building something, hopefully. I don't want to do this. All right, so I've done a little bit of work, and that involved building up this little bridge. I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks pretty good. I think the shapeage is pretty nice. It fits the overall vibe, and this is the right amount of space to actually build up some kind of contraption to both start and end the race. So I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point, but surely we'll figure something out. Yeah, trust. But I've also started working on this little section over here. You may be wondering what this is, and I honestly don't really know myself just yet. However, I do know that I kind of want it to be sort of a either like some stands or like a place for people to watch the race happen. You really can't see much, but you can at least watch when people start and end the race, which is pretty nice. And I might also throw in a couple buildings here, like maybe like a store, a restaurant, like a nice little shop front. I don't know, something right here would be really cool as a way to bring life to this area, because there's really not anything over here. So of course I'm just gonna lay out the foundation first, and I think we're gonna call it good with that. And as you may know, this was a ton of terraforming that I ended up doing last year. However, I really don't like it. This part right here is what's throwing me off. So I figure buildings covering up this area will make it fit better, because it's just a big hill and it doesn't really make any sense. However, now we can actually build up some kind of staircase to go up and into Santa's place, which just kind of makes more sense, and it would really fill in this area much better. So that should be pretty interesting. This might be something we can work on over the next couple of episodes as well, because I do kind of want to build in a different style again, and I think Christmassy is just a really good vibe for right now. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna finish up this platform, and then I guess we're gonna see what we're gonna do for the rest of today's episode. Let's do this. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna end up doing for at least tonight is the fact that I'm gonna, everything's on fire. Oh my god, it burns. Haha, where'd you come from? Anything else? Oh, skeletons. Last thing I was gonna do, like I was saying, while I'm still on fire, of course, is that I want to go ahead and insert at least the finish and starting line, which will be this little section right here. I haven't done the redstone yet because this entire area down here is completely wet, so I'll wait to do that till a day where I have a little bit more time, but it'll be pretty simple. I'll just have like a button over here that someone can press, or over there, I don't really know which side just yet. But when you press the button, there's gonna be like a little activation sequence which pulls these things down and allows everyone to go at the exact same time. That way there's no need to worry about counting 3, 2, 1 and worrying about Discord delay. That is always a bit of an issue. So this should help with that. Besides that, the only other thing I need to do with the track is to maybe throw in some blue ice, which I do not exactly have a ton of. However, I do have enough to make a little bit of a difference. So that'll be fun. I also went ahead and filled in this little the section over here. Stop. Bad. I filled in this little section over here so that way we have a little bit of a platform to work on. We do not have as much space as I thought we did, but it is still a pretty decent amount of space. So if I have time, I might work on it today, maybe another episode, who knows. This area right here is something we can work on, and I'm excited because once we have something over here, ooh, please don't shoot me. It'll look really cool when we look across the lake or ocean. I guess this would be an ocean. When we look across the ocean, we actually see something here besides just Santa's house. This could be like the elves' working area. Who knows? I'll see what I end up coming up with as time goes on. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep, so yeah, I'll let future Brandon take over. Goodbye. Future Brandon here, and it's time to switch gears, and that's music to my ears. Let's go ahead and get into this next part. So it's a brand new day and I have a little bit more energy to work on things. So I think today I'm gonna go ahead and try working on some of the, I guess, the redstone behind this section right here. It shouldn't be too difficult. However, I do just want to, like, you know, prepare myself in case things go bad, because I know myself and the fact that I am not that good at redstone. So I might mess up, but who knows? I'm also gonna have to try to work around all of this water. So I'm gonna have to build something around it and then try to unwaterlog everything. That shouldn't be too bad. I have sponges, I think. I have sponges, right? Okay, good, I do. I was really worried for a second there. I guess we're gonna try to build up a little box around the area down here, so that way we can at least unwaterlog it and we can do some redstone. So I guess let's go ahead and go do that real quick, and I'll be back when something's done. I think we want it on this side, don't we? Oh my goodness. That's a lot of mobs. Yeah, that's not okay. 3 skeletons with super bows? I should have lit this area up. That's dangerous. Wait a minute, how am I gonna get out of here? I didn't even think about that part. Uh-oh. This is bad for me. Hey, come on, please, quick. Whoa. I thought the ender pearl would at least go somewhere else. No, I'm gonna turn out like a porcupine. Oh. Okay, it stays off. Pop. Perfect. Okay, we now have a way to completely turn this thing on and off, which is good. However, now we need to figure out a way to do a timer. And that's a creeper. Oh my goodness. Wait. That's not okay. I'm glad I went F3 or whatever it is. I use tab. I changed my perspective. That's all I can say. Okay, now let's just fly away from here so that way we can get those mobs to despawn. I also don't really know much about Minecraft note blocks, so this is going to be a little bit of a new thing for me. So let's try to figure out exactly how to do note block type stuff, I guess. We just do this, extend that all the way. So we're going to have to put one here. Ba, 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 ba. Wait, so ba, ba, ba. I think that works. Yeah, let's get some note blocks out. Let's get a little button to test the thing out. I think we need gold blocks, is it? Gold blocks make like the bell sound? I believe. I believe. Let's get rid of 1. That might be just the right amount. That's, you know what? That's pretty good. The music is not very good and all, but like, I think we got a pretty good start with that little section right there. I think, all things considered, it's not terrible. Oh, I need to look up all the different note block things real quick. I'll be right back. Like, oh, wait, that actually sounds better. So, as you may see, I am currently digging out this area, and I'm going to try building up a note block music thingy for Jingle Bell Rock. So the design I'm going to be using is one by Bestest Grammar, and I'm excited to build this thing because I loved building note block music things and following designs because it was just really satisfying to go through, place down all the note blocks, tune them, and then hear the outcome. And it's always really fun. I did that for... what was this song? That song. I can't remember the song name right now. I did that before and I tore it down, so I don't have any more note block music things in my world, so we're gonna do that again with a new song. So hopefully y'all enjoy it, and thank you, Bestest Grammar, for coming up with these things, because I'm not good enough at music to do this myself, so it's always fun to follow another design. So let's get into it, I guess. This process was really long and really repetitive, but boy was it worth it. It's hard to look at these diagrams of like all these note blocks and all these repeater things you gotta place down, but in the end it is worth it, in my opinion, because the outcome is just so satisfying to listen to, and it's just something I can continue coming back to listen to over and over again and just remember these songs. It's one of my favorite things in Minecraft. If y'all haven't done it before, I recommend y'all try out building a note block music thing yourself. It's always really fun. But right after that, we ended up watching Oppenheimer for movie night, so I decided to go ahead and try building up a little bit of our ice race area itself. So I put in some blue ice. I even started trying to at least prepare some of the terraforming for the mountain area over here. I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like, but we have a bit of an idea, and that's pretty cool. Okay. So I've been a little bit busy over these past couple days, and that's because I have went ahead and worked on the ice race. So I haven't worked on as much as I thought I would, because it turns out the amount of blue ice I had, which was about 1/3 of a shulker box, was not even enough to cover a small section of this ice race. So if you look at the map, you can actually see all the spots that 1/3 of a shulker box could fill. Build up this little section, this little section, this little section, this little section, a little bit over here, a little bit there, a little chunk over here, and a little bit there. Oh, and I guess a little line over here, but that's literally it. I could not fill in any more blue ice, and I'm sad now because I don't have any more blue ice to fill in. And we also went ahead and finished up the music thingy over here, which sounds amazing. Let's play it real quick. There we go. And as you can tell, okay, let's just wait for this thing to end. As you can tell, the timing is a little bit off, but that's because the video that I saw did not really give clear instructions on the repeaters, so I kind of got lost on that section, but it's fine. You can at least have the basic idea of the song, and I think that's what matters, right? You can tell us what it's supposed to be. But anyways, let me just show you all the quick little redstone that I added myself right here. So this button's on top of this copper bulb, which when you turn it on, the copper bulb turns on, and when the copper bulb is on, a comparator can read it and send out a signal. Since it's off, the comparator sees no signal, but when it's on, it sees it, sends down a little signal down here, pushes this piston right here to activate the observer to drop a single pulse onto this block, sending down that signal. And then there's another line of redstone right here, which activates a sticky piston, which is this block right here underneath the stone, to push the stone up to keep this thing on repeat, because this whole redstone line goes in a zigzag all the way up till over here, and then goes back around in here. And if there's a block right here, it will go back through and continue the loop. So that's how we have a looping music device underneath this little section right here. So let me go ahead and show y'all exactly what I've done with the rest of this ice race. So let's just take my little boat right over here, turn it, and let's go on. So first things first, as you might be able to tell, is that I worked on a little bit of the terraining here. I didn't really do a lot of it on camera because I just figured it'd be easier just to do it and get it over with. Sure, I could have done a time lapse, but I kind of forgot to start that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, here we go. We get a couple of like little, I don't even know what these are called. They're kind of like little spikes. There's something I like to do in my terraining, and a little bit of an archway. We got some hills over here. Not much, of course. We got like just very little things. I need to definitely throw in some snow layers around here to make everything fit in, because I threw in some around here and it definitely helps it fit in. But like this area over here, you can tell just does not work because I did not put any work into that section. We also have to fill up the rest of this little land right over here, and then eventually we're gonna have to figure out how to build up a mountain that goes up around this section over here, and that is gonna be a pain, but I'm not gonna work on it right now. We even threw in a couple candy canes, which is nice. Gonna have to throw more of those around here. And the last thing I ended up doing besides adding in the blue ice is putting in these little arrows to tell at least people what directions they can go in, because I at least have this race somewhat memorized, but I definitely need some help with it sometimes because I'll forget, and my friends who have not seen this before will definitely need some instruction. So we have a couple arrows saying which ways you can go. Like this one you can go up and forward, this one you can just go forward. I also need to practice my ice boat racing because I am terrible at this. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. And as you can tell, I just have these little arrows around these harder to understand areas. And then I also made sure that these blue ice paths are to encourage skill, I guess, because these little patches are in places that are a little bit harder to get to. Oh goodness. Or in shortcuts that will hopefully make them feel shorter. I think I've missed literally every blue ice patch that exists around here. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at ice boating. I think I'm gonna try to play a couple games with my friends at some point soon. So yeah, I'll see y'all once something happens.
I feel like the people already started at a disadvantage here.
There's a good amount of time to. Oh,
we can all clump up on that side.
Wait a minute, we're kind of cooked. I've never tested those multiple players. Oh, we started.
Oh, I'm glitching.
We're ready to ice race.
God, there's so much lag.
I did a whole spin. Ow. Ay-ya. Wee. Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
No.
I had the lead over Tommy for 0.2 seconds.
It's so huge.
Every time.
I think I'm like very, very first.
I think you are. I see you again.
I'm almost at the finish line.
Oh, I get stuck.
I keep passing Brandon and he bumped into me trying to pass me.
did it.
So I stopped.
Oh, I'm spinning. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Or, well, whatever it goes. Yay!
I go way too soon.
Polar bear on the
Oh
track.
my god! Oh my god! I just lagged so much.
I think I'm dead last.
I am. I
You
lagged
are?
back so
Oh
much.
no!
Oh my god, Ethan.
Ah!
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
my
I
momentum.
passed you for less than a second.
Ethan made it into the shortcut.
No, I'm cooked.
I almost fell into the water.
So.
I didn't make it into the real shortcut. I keep getting stuck on these trapdoors.
I don't think the track is wide enough.
I think I need to make it wider. Oh god, that's gonna be like.
Another
I was
situation.
in first
Yeah.
for so long. No.
God
No,
damn,
no, plus.
Oh no, I keep getting stuck on these trapdoors.
God dang it, Brandon. That was so close to passing you. Oh no.
Oh no. Did you bounce off me or something?
Yeah, you hit somebody and just immediately get stopped.
Ah! What?
Well, I'm dead last.
Oh,
I genuinely had an unfair start. I lagged into all of you guys.
I made it.
No. No.
Oh
If you
no!
lose this,
Oh,
if you lose this, you're trapped. No, no! I made it first. I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it.
What's going on?
I mean, soon this world will be updated to the latest one, and we're gonna have.
Yeah.
Oop. I'm gonna take this. My whole inventory is just messed up now.
It's a grant. A piece of ice got broken.
I broke the ice.
Ah, okay.
So
Oh.
I see. It's a hole.
Iceless. Do I have any?
There's ice missing, Brandon.
You know what? I can actually get rid of this little bit of ice right here that's
Just
been
take
annoying
ice
me.
from here or something.
Yeah.
Probably done that.
There's a lot of iron golems down here.
Ooh, you weren't meant to see that. Alright then. We had a lot of fun yesterday now, didn't we? We ended up playing a little bit of our boat race here with some of our friends, and we didn't end up doing as many laps as I thought we would. The racetrack itself, I realize, is a little bit too tight. There's too many tight turns that leads to this thing being a little bit rough, especially with multiple people. However, this thing is perfect for like a single player type track. Bam. So, like I said, this thing is a little bit tight, because when I'm trying to go through here, yeah, it makes sense with one person, but when there's multiple people, if you bump into a singular person, you can end up going like this and just spinning off and hitting a wall. And once you hit that wall, it's really hard to recover, because now you're going to be bouncing off of other walls, like I am right now. Ooh, goodness. This little part right here, I figured out, is pretty good. I don't know if this overpass right here is actually worth going to, so it's probably better to go over here to just cut the corner and end up at this section right here. But then again, you keep on getting stuck on these little corners, and I cannot do this. I'm really bad at boat races, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the options I could have done, I think boat races is probably my weakest area, just because I have a big problem with controlling boats. Ugh. I also found out that if you're going to do a boat race, do not use bamboo boats, because bamboo boats do not have that this little ledge right here. So when you're trying to steer, it's so difficult to figure out where you're going, because you just can't tell exactly where your boat is. Okay, we're almost nearing the end of the track, and it's about to become nighttime, so let's head back and hopefully finish this race up. Ah, I got caught. Woo! Okay, almost there. Just gotta make this really tight turn. Ah! And we have arrived. I've crossed the finish line. Yeah! I really enjoyed that. That was quite fun. That means that we've mostly finished up this year's event for Christmas, which means we can start working on other projects again. Yay! That's actually really great, because I do love working on this island, but it does get really boring when all you see is a bunch of white, gray, a little bit of red, sometimes some green. This area is really boring sometimes. So it's good to come back to once a year, and I think this year we made some pretty good progress on our area. We have this area available for some Christmas fun. So if I ever feel like I want to just work on a little town or something, we got this little area right here that we can work on. Absolutely wonderful. And then over here, we ended up working on the boat race, which is amazing. We have this huge island that we're gonna have to build up ourselves at some point. Again, this is something I'm gonna work on throughout the year. It's not gonna be something I'm gonna pull up to and one Christmas I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna build a whole mountain this year. Let me just get to that real quick. No. We're gonna do this over the course of the year, and hopefully we can get at least some kind of mountain built to, I guess, hide the ice biome over here from over there. Because, yeah, this thing is a bit of an eyesore, so if we have like a mountain or something to draw attention away from it, I think that'd be pretty good. And like I said, we've already gone ahead and done a boat race, but let me show y'all exactly what else we've done. Went ahead and started working on a little bit of some fun stuff that just makes life a little bit easier. For example, this thing right here, which lets me collect more of the items I need more of, I guess. Because sometimes it's a pain to go around and collect all the fireworks, the golden carrots, the ender pearls, all the stuff I always carry on me and just run out of constantly. So by having that little system right there, that should save up a ton of time for myself. This actually leads me to one of my next things I want to talk about, and it's the fact that I've been in this chest room for over a year at this point, I think. I absolutely adore this thing. This thing is amazing. It has everything I need and probably will need for quite a long time. However, I do know that my storage system is very, very simple. I want it to be a little bit better. I want to be able to organize my stuff automatically, be able to access everything really easily rather than be like, okay, I need something over here. Oh, okay, 1 second. I need to go over here. Wait, was it over here? No, it's over here, isn't it? It's over here. No, wait, maybe it's over here. I don't know. It gets to be a little bit of a pain if I have to run around my storage system and not know exactly where everything is. So at some point this year, another thing I want to do is to build a bigger storage room system somewhere. Where that is, I have no clue. I love this building. I absolutely do. I do want to keep coming back to it, but I know that this is not going to be enough storage for me. So at some point, we're going to have to figure out exactly where we're going to want to go with the new storage system. That's a really tough question because there's not much room inside this big castle either. Who knows? Maybe I'll even go below it and build a whole storage system down there. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe something on this island could be storage room system worthy. Who knows? That's something for future me to figure out and current me to forget about because I will always forget about these kind of things. So it's fine. Anyways, thank you all for watching. And of course, have a good one, y'all. Goodbye. Haha.